Hello, this is John from Tkinter Programming, and this is a tutorial on creating toolbars in Swing. So we're just going to look at a really basic toolbar in this tutorial. So in the last tutorial we created this little app here, and if you click the button it just outputs hello there. And what I want to do is to have this button in a toolbar. So at the moment the structure of this application now is I've got a very simple main application that just does new mainframe. I've got a mainframe class, and the mainframe creates two components, a button and a text panel, and it adds them to itself, and it listens to the button, and when you click the button it sends a command to the text area, the text panel. And I've also got this text panel component that basically is just a JPanel with a scroll pane embedded in it and a text area embedded in the scroll pane. Okay, so let's take a look. What I want to do is create a new class for start that's going to be the toolbar. So this is a new custom component. So I'll go to right click and go to new class, or I could go to the file menu and do new class. And I'm going to call this toolbar, and once again, as last time, as in the last tutorial, I'm going to make this extend the JPanel class. So click finish. So public class toolbar extends JPanel. Let's add in the import and give this a constructor. So public toolbar, like this. Now if I go back to my mainframe class, I can already add that panel instead of the button, and I want to add it at the top, of course, instead of the bottom. So let's here create a private variable of type toolbar, and I'll call it toolbar, and here I can say toolbar in the constructor, toolbar equals new toolbar. And then down here I can just, where I'm adding the components, I can just have a new add, and I can say add. If I copy that first, Control C, Control V, I can say add the toolbar at border layout.north to add it at the top. Now if I run this now, I'm not going to see a whole lot because this panel is automatically sizing to almost nothing because there's nothing in it yet. So let's fix that. I'll go into the toolbar and let's add two buttons to the toolbar to be going on with. So let's have a private J button, and I'll call this, because I'm not quite sure what this application is going to do at the moment, it's just demoing the kind of theory of it really. I'll call this button 1. Well, let's call it hello button. How's that? And then I'll have a private J button, goodbye button, goodbye button. And of course, I want to say in the constructor that the hello button equals new J button. Let's give it some text for a label, hello. And the goodbye button equals new J button, goodbye. Sounding a bit like a Paul McCartney song, but never mind. Okay, and now I want to add those buttons to the toolbar, and I'm going to use something called flow layout because I don't want to use border layout here on this panel, because I don't want to add the buttons at the north, south, center, east or west, and you can only add one component at each position there. What I want to do is I want to add them kind of from left to right, and there's a layout manager that does that, and it's called flow layout. So I'm going to do set layout, new flow layout, and as I mentioned in the introductory tutorial, if you search for Visual Guide Swing layouts, you'll find a guide to the different layouts, and you'll find this among it. So if you set flow layout, all you have to do is do add, just add your components with add like this, and add goodbye button. like so. And now if I run this now, I've got two buttons, but they're right in the middle. And to get them over to the left, I can pass an argument to the constructor of the flow layout manager. I can use flow layout dot left like this, and that's going to align my components to the left. And by the way, you might wonder if you can get flow layout to add components vertically, and the answer is no. I don't know why not, but there you go. So if I run that, now I've got two buttons on a toolbar that's beginning to look rather nice. It doesn't do anything yet. My old button still works. Now I want to change these so that I want to get rid of this button down here, and I want to make it so that if I click this button here, it outputs hello here, and if I click this, it outputs goodbye in this text area. And to do that, we're going to have to tackle one of the key things in Swing development, which is creating a listener and listening to a custom component. I'm going to show you a very simple technique to do that in the next tutorial. So join me again then, and until then, happy coding.